Vijay Mallya is unarguably one of the most famous businessmen in India. After taking over his father's business, he grew it from 40 crores to 6,000 crores. Other than his flamboyant lifestyle and his various businesses, nowadays he is known as a fugitive living in London. The claim is he fooled the banks in repayment of his loans. Let's find out how exactly he fooled the banks. It all started with the start of Kingfisher Airline. Since the beginning till the end, the airline has never saw a single rupee in profit. It wasn't able to pay airport landing charges, fuel charges. The condition was so bad that Hyderabad and Bangalore airport asked Kingfisher Airlines for landing charges even before landing. Similar case with the fuel. Indian Oil has kept Kingfisher Airline on cash, meaning they have to pay first even before any fuel goes into their planes. Hindustan Petroleum and Bharat Petroleum had stopped supplying fuel to Kingfisher Airline long before that. Vijay Mallya has taken a loan of 7,400 crores from 17 banks against the collateral of his various properties such as Mumbai Flat, Kingfisher Villa and Kingfisher Airline brand. The 17 banks are these. Do you see any big private sector bank? Well, HDFC and ICICI Bank did give loan to Vijay Mallya, but against the shares of United Spirits Limited, and they recovered it by selling it in 2012. Remaining are the public sector banks, almost all of them. Now, in 2011, 1400 crore loan of Kingfisher was converted into equity under the name of restructuring the loan. What is restructuring? It is actually to structure a loan of a borrower who has a difficult time to paying it back. It is done by lowering the interest rate and increasing the time period so that the money can be recovered. But in Mallya's case, it was just to write off his previous loans. How exactly it was done? Let's see that. During the restructuring, the 1400 crore sum was converted into equity, and the 13 bank owned 23% of stakes in the Kingfisher Airline. The bank has valued the price per share of the airline to 64.49 rupees, which made them owner of 23% of the Kingfisher Airline. But the Kingfisher Airline share price on that day was 39.90 rupees, which never went above 48.85 rupees. This means Kingfisher's share price was overvalued by 61% according to the calculation of the banks. By doing this, banks has literally written off 1000 crore debt of Kingfisher Airline, because a simple calculation will show that 23% share at 39.90 rupees would sum up to 461 crores. Now you might be thinking, why banks would do that? Well, remember, Mallya was also a Rajya Sabha member, and his political contacts have made banks to do this. Looks like Mallya has forced banks to make a fool out of themselves. Taking on competitors. In 2007, Air Deccan, which was one of the competitor airline in low-cost carriage, it was bought by Vijay Mallya. The reason is, with his political influence, Vijay Mallya made sure that Air Deccan does not get permission to fly on profit-making routes. Also made sure that they should not get proper landing slots and other facilities at major airports, which made Air Deccan go consistent loss and had to finally sell it to Kingfisher. Next target and the main competitor was Air India and Indian Airlines. Air India was struggling on international routes and Indian Airline was making profit on 90% of the routes at the time. The Civil Aviation Minister at the time and a close friend of Vijay Mallya suddenly out of the blue decided to merge Air India and Indian Airlines, giving a reason that they can get entry to a Star Alliance group. After merging the airlines, it was very easy for private airlines like Kingfisher to knock out Air India and become a monopoly in Indian aviation market. With the help of his political cronies, Air India was forced to make decisions to benefit private airlines like Kingfisher, such as ordering the excess planes than needed, causing the financial loss, reducing the profitable flying routes of Air India, which were later taken by Kingfisher and Jet, changing the management consultancy team of Air India to Accenture Consulting, which is in close relation with United Breweries and United Spirits Limited. Both of these companies owns Kingfisher. Also, till the end of 2009, call center of Air India were run by a company, Omnia International. Later, the service was awarded to Interglobe Technologies, the same company which went on setting up Indigo Airline. Imagine for a second, Air India's management and service is completely operated by its competitors. How can you expect Air India to make profit in such difficult situation? Plus, Civil Aviation Minister at the time ordered excess aircrafts which were costing Air India 8 crores per day just on the interest rate, which made it to go from a mere loss of 180 crores to 30,000 crores. Air India was bled to death by Vijay Mallya and his cronies so that the private airlines like Kingfisher can form the monopoly in Indian aviation. How can bank recover the money? Now, after losing 7,000 crores, banks can recover money by selling various properties of Vijay Mallya against which he has taken loans. But this is still not enough. One of the thing was the loan was given against Kingfisher Airline brand, which was valued 4,000 crores at that time. Now it is worth only 6 crores. The airline did not have any real asset to sell or mortgage and make recovery. It had to return its 5-star ATR traveler as it was not able to profit. Kingfisher Airline wasn't able to pay its employees, so 200 of its flights were cancelled, resulting in more loss and finally closing. Some people believe that Kingfisher Airline made a loss because of high taxes on fuel and unfriendly economic environment. Well, those people are just wrong, or simply don't want to admit, or they don't know about the bad business strategies of Kingfisher Airline. Kingfisher Airline was a loss-making airline since the beginning. Instead of focusing on betterment of its own airline, it focused on tricks and tactics to ground competitor airlines. Even Air India made profit during the so-called difficult time of unfriendly environment, but Kingfisher did not. Hopefully, banks will recover its money with the time with the help of Supreme Court. But don't you think bank officials are equally responsible for lending money to a brand which has no real assets to seize, has a bad business history and a huge existing debt? Also, nobody is asking questions about Air India lost 30,000 crores of taxpayers' money, for which Vijay Mallya and his powerful friends are responsible. So far, there are no plans to recover those losses. In India, there are total 7,129 loan accounts which owes 70,500 crores to banks. These all accounts are categorized as willful defaulters, which means these people have the capacity to repay the loan, but for some reason they are avoiding it, and Kingfisher Airline is one of them. We see this quite often that powerful and rich people can literally get away with anything, and poor farmers of the country, which are considered as a backbone, are not even getting the basic facilities in this growing economy. Hopefully the situation will turn around in the upcoming years. Hopefully. Hey guys, this was just the tiny part of what exactly happened. But if you want to know more or you're curious to know more, please check out the links in the description. And also, thank you for watching this video. Please give it a like and subscribe, and also share this video with your friends.